I feel like you are just becoming who you are. And it hasn't been easy. Yo, this Mercury retrograde, pivotal moment in 2026. If you know what I mean, pause. Alright. I feel like we just get to this moment in the year where we need to manifest. We need to turn it around. We need to use those 1, 2, 3, 4 angel numbers where we plan it out and we make things happen. You know what I mean? Like, make it happen. I feel like that was so aggressive, but it's 3:33 on the timer right now. I know you have it in you. Like, that's what I'm just saying. Like, you have to believe in yourself. You have to speak as if it was gonna happen. And I say this all the time, and everybody hears it all the time, and it's just true. The power of the tongue is so real. And you know what's crazy? It's like, I've been getting so many signs. I know y'all make fun of me for it. Like, it's a sign, but like, yo. The way, if y'all could see it, how I see it, it's like, it's just crazy. I don't know, maybe it's just a coincidence, but like, I'll say like something like this, like, the power of tongue is so important. And then a few minutes later, somebody literally repeats that back to me. What do you think that is? Like, coincidence? Just ironic? Like, God? A sign? I don't know. Like, all of us are just connected on the same type of wavelength or something. Some of us, not all of us. I mean, I don't think everybody's on the same, but you know, some are woke to it. I saw the sign. When you looked into my eyes, I saw the signs. Isn't that a commercial? Oh my god, I'm going crazy. Anyways, don't sleep. Pay attention to those signs, baby. Because that wasn't the only moment. And I think it was just confirmation to what I was saying. And it's just so true, because when you speak about yourself, you have to speak positively. You want to say a bunch of affirmations, because if you look at like the movie Michael, like, you see how he literally visually had to put those affirmations up and plan things out, and literally like a whole map, like if he was a detective or something. But like, that's what I adored, because I'm just like, am I crazy for having like so many notes? If you hear my dog snoring, he's in the car with me. But it's just crazy, because it's like, I'll have like my phone full of notes, my journals full, and it's like, I have a lot going on in my brain, you know what I'm saying? And I can interpret a lot of things, and I pay attention to everything, and I process it. And me processing it is like, everybody processes things at different times and different ways. Everybody processes things in different ways, you know what I mean? And I feel like I like to look at every single detail when I process things. And I might even go over detail, but I like to look at everything, and then I like to, you know, break it down. Not like breakdancing, but like, you know, it's funny because I was breakdancing earlier for one of my TikToks. So, you know, the coincidences just literally keep popping up, and it's fine. You know, I'm used to it at this point, but I don't know. What do y'all think? Because am I crazy? Like, does this happen to you? Is this normal? Or like, should I be just not making a big deal out of that? Or like, I feel like it's part of my faith. I feel like it's something that I believe is like signs from God. I believe is like signs from God showing me where I'm right and wrong, basically. Like, if I say something and I'm praying to God, and, you know, I'm doing right by him, I am going to, you know, try to communicate and with God and keep that communication open. And whatever I feel like is sent from him, like in a positive energy, like animals, babies, kids, people, like how they talk to you, there's so many ways that you can listen to God and talk to God and use the power of tongue to manifest for yourself. It's powerful. Yeah, and even writing it down. But, you know, not everybody's the same. You have to see how you like to learn and how you like are personally, basically. If you like to sing, if you like to dance, if you like to do some creative thing, or if you just like to do math and puzzles, and you know what I'm saying, like everybody has their own
and
thing.
that's how we express ourselves.
Your words, they shape your reality, they shape your thoughts. So the way that you think is important because that's what you keep repeating, that's what you keep practicing. So that's what's going to be reinforced, basically. And you need to be aware of that. And you think that I'm talking about like, oh, I'm not good enough, or oh, this looks ugly on me. But no, like that's so childish. I'm talking about like when you say to yourself like, oh, but they have more views or followers than me, whatever. Or dang, I wish like I can do what they're doing. Or I wish I had a car like that. Like, hello, come on. If you're speaking defeat, then you should expect defeat. Like, I'm sorry, but even in relationships too, speaking those affirmations to each other, reassuring each other, communicating, talking things out, that's all important, especially while showing support at the same time. Like, it's a lot, I know, but like, you gotta be able and willing to do it if you want to be in a relationship, right? That's why it takes a lot. And you know, it's for the best ones because they're the ones that can do that. And if you educate yourself enough on how to speak and the power of your tongue, and you know how you can show that to your partner, or you know what I'm saying, like if you just give a compliment a day, you know what I'm saying, us girls, we remember things. We remember when you tell us compliments. We remember when you do nice things for us, and it matters. Those little things matter. Okay, I'm tired of saying that. Like, little things matter, and you should always be putting in 100% on both parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, not 100%. Like, I feel like you should also keep that for yourself. But if I'm talking about like relationship wise, I feel like why start something if you're not able to put all of your effort into it, and if you're not ready to, you know, give your all, including, you know, telling that person how you feel, telling that person how much they mean to you, because we're only here for a short time, not a long time, okay? And it matters. We matter, you matter, the relationship matters, then you should show it. And it could work vice versa too. You can hurt someone just as much with your words, right? We have to think about the words that we're telling to each other, like, oh, like, I'll do it later, or oh, it doesn't matter, oh, I don't care. Constantly saying no to somebody. Like, maybe it's the brat in me, but I hate when people tell me no. Like, okay, I'm not gonna pressure you, I'm not gonna force you, you don't have to feel that way, like you always have to say yes to me. But it's like I already do a lot for people, and I already like I'm flexible, I'm very flexible, I'm very patient with people. And it's like you would think that if I'm so considerate for you, for them, then they would be considerate, then they would also be considerate back. But sometimes they're not. And it's like you really have to appreciate those people that are so considerate and that they give back. And like I always wish them the best, because it's like if you take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you, and that's just the way that it should be, right? What you say to your partner in a relationship or any relationship definitely matters. Like, literally, I talked about this in one of my other videos, the 5 languages of love, and I feel like words of affirmation was one of them. And I feel like that's one of the most important too, at least for me. I feel like when you compare yourself, especially, that's like you're basically taking away bits of you, like your uniqueness, and you're comparing it to somebody else's uniqueness. That's basically like saying a fish should jump to a tree. Like, how are you going to judge a fish to jump a tree if it wasn't made to jump a tree? It was made to swim, right? So don't look at other people's habitats, environments where they are in life. Look at where you are in life. Like, literally, I was hearing earlier too, like, it's me versus me, baby. I am literally like not comparing myself to nobody, because I know that if I say things like that, it's just gonna take away from me, and I am pouring into myself. And that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna support others. I feel like we should definitely use our words also to support others, and I definitely am going to hype my friends and my people up, because I feel like we all need that. We need words that speak only to build each other up and support each other. I don't believe in like drama for views or for clout. I honestly like avoid it as much as possible. And if I ever do have to get involved in any drama, I try to like just distance myself or just resolve it as quick as possible and not let my emotions get the best of me. Like, sometimes they do. And I honestly can't account for the Veronica that I become when I'm mad, and I try my best not to let the beast out. I wasn't watching Beauty and the Beast, but I saw something about Beauty and the Beast, and now it's coming to my head. And you know what? I'm both. I'm Beauty and the Beast. I'm just playing, y'all, but like, honestly, like, I don't like to get angry. I don't like to get mad. I don't like who I am when I'm mad. And, you know, I just try to not let things trigger me to the point where I'm gonna lose my temper like that. And it's not really like a temper issue. I don't think it is. It's more of like keeping things bottled up for so long and not saying anything for the sake of peace. I don't know whose peace, because I just be overthinking it and I just can't let it go until I say something. So I always got something to say. I know. And that's because that's the power of the tongue. That's because I'm taking my power back. Exactly. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm taking my power back. I'm claiming my power. And that just means that I've been feeling like I wasn't powerful, right? I feel like I was triggered. I feel like I was sensitive in a sensitive stage. And it had to be forced there, forced to the point that I got to that stage and I couldn't take it anymore. And I know that's not healthy. I know that's not good to bottle things up. So that's why I try to address things as quickly as possible now. And I try to avoid things that are not worth my energy, things that I know are not going to benefit me. It's just not worth it at all to just even entertain or continue or debate anything else of matter with anyone who isn't benefiting me either. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I just learned to do this because I learned to slow down. And when I slow down in the moment is when I realized, like, I'm going to take my time, as much time as I need to resolve this matter. And I don't care what anybody else thinks, because that's just how I am. And sometimes I do it fast. Sometimes I do it slower than other times. And whatever. Oh, well, like, we're human. I'm not going to say you have to deal with it. I'm going to say that we need to work together, because I'm a positive ass bitch. So I'm asking you guys, please, for the sake of our future, for the sake of our children, please watch how you speak and watch that tongue, honey. Okay? Don't be twisting my words up. And I'm just making it worse. But anyways, I need to go to sleep. I don't know, call it my faith, in which gives me the strength, or you can just refer to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bible also tells us that the power of tongue is powerful. Like in Proverbs, a gentle tongue is like planting a seed or a tree of hope, something like that. I'm so bad at reciting these, guys, but you know what I mean. And I just love that, because, you know, nature has been speaking to me a lot lately as well. And it's not just like, oh, you go out in nature and you're healed. No, it's just like you take time for yourself, basically. And I like to take my nature walks, y'all know, because I always mention this. or maybe if you're new here, I just love being able to clear my mind and step away from
like taking a vacation or taking a day off.
other things. And when I step away from that, it's like I get this clarity. So maybe that's what you have to do. Maybe you have to step away from it for a little while. Maybe that's gonna help you clear the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, or not even step away, but you can just stop and continue when you're ready. And that doesn't mean that you're being slowed down. That doesn't mean that your dreams are gonna stop. It just means that you need to reconsider something. You need to recuperate something, restart something. I feel like when we pause, we actually move forward, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that. Like, think of a turtle. Like, if a turtle is moving slow, it's still gonna get to where it's gonna go. And it doesn't have to move slow all the time. It can swim, it can go faster, find another road. You know what I'm saying? And the turtle always beats the hare. So remember that. It's not just a tale. It's a life lesson. And I love reading and books and just telling tales where you can just learn a bigger lesson, a moral lesson from it. So I don't know, call it the teacher in me or whatever, but I just love learning. And I think that you guys should also be learning things that nobody really talks about. And that's why I think that things like this should be talked about, because we use it for our own benefit. We use it for our self-improvement. And that's what I'm just trying to do here, is just self-improve and also take you on that journey so that you can self-improve and take away whatever you need to take away from it. It doesn't always have to be something that you're taking away. But hopefully, hopefully you do take away something from it. But if it is resonating, definitely comment or like and let me know, because that also helps me to continue making these videos. So yeah, let me know, y'all. Don't be shy. I will talk to you guys next time.
But
I actually want you guys to do like a little challenge, maybe, if you're down. It's honestly pretty easy, and I'm gonna tell you right now. So it's pretty easy, basic. For every time that you say something negative about yourself, you're going to replace it with something positive. Okay? Like, any single time that you say something like or pops up in your head, stop yourself. Like, just stop it and be like, wait. And if you can't think of something positive about yourself, then I would say think of something good that happened during your day and count that as a blessing. Count that as part of your positivity. You could replace it with something like truthful, encouraging, playful, like, my butt looks big today. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or, wow, I'm loving this new haircut. Or, I'm gonna go to the gym today and I'm gonna have a self-care day. Things like that, bring more positivity into your life, and it motivates you to do what you gotta do. Right, we said that in the beginning of the video too, right? Okay, make it happen. And word, I gotta go, but I just want y'all to try that. Do y'all think you can do that? Let me know, period. TTYL.